Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. How to feel feelings, your feelings. I used to work in a job I hated once. It was terrible. Can I get a hello there? So every day I receive a lot of questions about depression, anxiety, emotions in general. And I received a question which asked, how do we really feel feelings? And I said, that's a great question. Because what's helped me along my journey is to see that once you can allow yourself to feel any feeling, any emotion, that is the catalyst to becoming your greatest version. If you want to say, woo, in the middle of when you're talking, so be it. Who cares? Because once again, who is judging us? So what happens when, for instance, you want to reach out to someone, but you're so used to having a brick face? You are in resistance to a certain feeling. What happens if you are feeling down? Are you feeling up or are you feeling down? Okay, now you're feeling down. But what happens when someone says, I want you to smile because you're on camera? You are in resistance. You see, where there is true expression, depression cannot live. But when there is suppression, depression exists. So what's helped me along my journey is honest expression. Back in the day, I was going through a lot of problems, a lot of crazy stuff. I had to study a lot, relationship issues, money issues, but I was making music. That is what I had at the time, which helped me a lot because it was a way I could express how I felt in a very artistic way. And a good friend and I would just freestyle. We would make music, we would sing, and I had a lot to get off my chest. So I was saying all kinds of things that I actually wanted to say to people to their face, but I didn't have the confidence to. So music became my creative outlet to channel all of that negative energy I was feeling into a more constructive, positive energy. Now I say there is nothing wrong if you are angry. There is nothing wrong if you are sad. There is nothing wrong if you are happy. The question is, can you surrender to whatever you are feeling? Can you allow whatever you are feeling to pass through you? Can you own your emotions? Can you take responsibility for how you feel? Or do you need to be socially acceptable with your feelings? No way. What I realize is that you can feel however you like. But once you are evolving, what I saw is that now you have to ask yourself the big question, which is, how is this serving you? So many times we have to let go of this guilt. That is what keeps so many of us from expressing ourselves. We're ashamed of how other people might see us. What are my friends and family gonna think? The next door neighbor, which I've never even spoken to anyway. The cat, the dog. Oh my goodness. What are they gonna think about what I really have to say? About how I really think? Would I have any friends left? So all of these things are going through our minds. And we have to have the courage to accept ourselves 100% for who we really are. Now, also, guilt is what could stop us from really expressing ourselves. I learn from the past, but I don't let the past control me. And in the past is where guilt is stored. A lot of us, we can't tap into our feelings because we are guilty to feel a certain way. We've grown up in our minds, we've told ourselves that that is a bad feeling. You have to be positive all the time, or you have to be sad all the time, or you have to say yes all the time, or you have to say no all the time. But you have to ask yourself, where did all of these thoughts come from? You? Or someone else? Did you adopt them? Did you take them home with you? Did you put them in your wardrobe? So to truly feel your feelings, I've seen you have to find your authentic voice. You have to listen to your intuition, your visceral emotions, and whatever resonates with you the most. Carl Rogers, the great psychologist, talked of seeing yourself with unconditional positive regard. And once I adopted that into my life, boy, it helped. Because whenever you see yourself as just good enough, but more so that, hey, even if you fail, it's okay. Even if you make a mistake, it's okay. Because those eyes, the internal eyes, are so much more powerful than the external ones. The best way to fail is to doubt yourself. Lennon Honor. Thank you. That's a great, great quote. But whenever we don't see ourselves in a favorable light, what happens? Now it gets harder to tune into how we are really feeling. We want to reach for the bottle. We want to drink ourselves into oblivion. So we don't want to feel because feeling becomes a bit too close for comfort. So what helped me along my journey was seeing what was making me sensitive to my feelings and emotions, and what was desensitizing me to my feelings and emotions. So what was desensitizing me? Being in denial of how I really felt. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to smile every single day. That's what I love to do. Voltaire. I smile because it's good for my health. Ditto. But there are so many other things desensitizing us every single day without us knowing. What kind of music are you listening to? So in my early journey, I would listen to a lot of aggressive music because that's how I was feeling at the time. So I realized the more I began to love myself more, then I started to listen to bossa nova music. Then I learned how to play the guitar, and that opened up a whole nother door into feeling, because our feelings are the gateway to our expansion. The more you can feel, the more you can express. As your self-expression increases, then your self-love increases. As your self-expression decreases, then your self-love decreases. Sometimes, a lot of us, we want to say things, but we're afraid. So just even me making videos, talking to you amazing people, has helped me feel my feelings. Why? Because I'm talking about my personal experiences. So a great way to feel your emotions, to really just feel, is to speak your truth. It doesn't have to be right. It doesn't have to be wrong. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be bad. All you have to do is express yourself 100% in whatever way you know how. Many times people who have a lot of depression or anxiety, panic attacks, it's because you have a problem with the throat chakra. You are silencing yourself. So if I was to ask you, where are your feelings stored? You might say, in my head, in my brain. No. That's what I used to think. Then I found out the secret. Our feelings, our emotions are stored within our body because the body is the subconscious mind. So the more you move into your body, you develop what I call total body awareness, whether it's through yoga, swimming, running, cycling. Now you are getting a better relationship with your body. Therefore, it's actually allowing you to feel more. Whenever you can't feel, you have to ask yourself, am I disconnected from my body? Because a lot of us are. We're sitting in the chair eating popcorn, okay? But feeling allows you to be vulnerable. Feeling allows you to not care what anybody thinks of you. But it takes great bravery. But through this connection with your body, you develop more confidence. And I've found that meditation also helps feeling. Why? Because now you are listening to all of those thoughts in your head, okay? But more so, you are getting more intimate with yourself. You're becoming more sensitive. But one of the greatest ways I've found to feel your feelings is to be with someone or around people who allow you to be yourself, that don't want to change you but accept you for who you are 100%. Because let's face it, we've all been around people or been with someone who we can't really express ourselves 100% with. And it is really frustrating to the point where sometimes we just switch off. We want to be around people that bring out our true expression. That's what's helped me along my journey. It's helped me along my journey to feel my feelings when I'm around people who embrace me 100% and I embrace them. So, food. Okay, lastly, food. That's a big way to feel. More foods with life. Are you eating to live or are you eating to die? Eating more plant-based foods is a great way to feel. Eating a lot of junk foods, once again, it can switch off your feelings because it's synthetic. You are a living organic being. Why are you putting artificial chemicals inside of your temple? But there you have it. Express yourself 100%, love yourself 100%, and have a wonderful day. We are here, Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.